Welcome to another episode of Package This at the North Louisiana Crime Lab. Today we are going to be showing you how to properly package one of the more unusual items of evidence that we receive for DNA analysis: gum. Only gum known to have been chewed and discarded by the perpetrator should be submitted for testing. The supplies you will need are gloves, sterile tweezers, a sterile tube, a small envelope, a paper evidence bag, evidence tape, a marker, and a freezer for storage. So let's get started. If you have a used piece of gum at a crime scene that was left by the suspect, the best practice is for you to swab the entire surface for potential DNA and submit that swab to the lab for testing. However, we understand you do not always have sterile water and swabs stocked in your vehicles. So if you are unable to swab the gum, you will need to follow these steps to give the best chance of getting a usable DNA profile. First, determine if the gum is completely dry and hardened or if it is still pliable. If the gum is hard and no longer sticky, carefully pick it up using clean gloves or sterile tweezers and place it directly into a small envelope. Seal this envelope with evidence tape and place your initials and the date across the seal. If your gum is still tacky and pliable, as ours is, you want to take a sterile tube, remove the cap, and using sterile tweezers or your gloved hand, pick it up and place the gum into the tube. Avoid rolling or pressing the gum in on itself. Then cap the tube. You may place a piece of evidence tape over the top of the tube if you wish, but it is not necessary. Then place the secured tube or your small envelope into a paper evidence bag. Fold over the top edge of your evidence bag and seal with evidence tape over the entire edge. Seal the bag by placing your initials and date over the evidence tape and the paper bag itself. Make sure that the bag is labeled with the case number, item description, location where the item was collected from, who is collecting the item, and when the item is collected. This evidence should be stored in a freezer to solidify the gum and preserve any DNA. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. Please comment with any questions or suggestions for future episodes, and don't forget to hit that like button. See you next time.